It a Sunday morning. I'm first warning meteorologist Eric Burris. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week, just about 365 days a year, try to chat about what's going on in the world of weather. It is a lovely, lovely start to our morning across Central Florida. Temperatures nice and cool, a little bit milder than they were yesterday, but still beautiful. Here's a look downtown Orlando, a few high, thin clouds. Not too bad. Melbourne, we have a few additional clouds by you. Also not too bad. Let's head over to Tavares. Nope, not working. New Smyrna Beach, you're working. Looking gorgeous. Tourist District, you were working a minute ago, dagnabbit. And Winter Park, our Wesh 2 Studios tower cam, looking off in the distance, and it is lovely. Listen, people, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. We've got ourselves a big chill moving in, okay? Here's a look at temperatures now. 40s, 50s, 60s. First warning, live Doppler radar is rain-free. So let's look ahead and see what's doing, okay? Temperatures working through the 60s, only to a certain extent. 66 degrees is going to be our high temperature on the day today. It's going to be a chilly forecast, and it's not just today either. It's really starting off a long stretch of chillier air. Now we've got some ebbs and flows to it, but listen, people, this is going to be a real deal cold setup coming up here. So I usually don't skip right through, but we need to get right through this. Okay, I want to give you the first warning. That's what we call ourselves, first warning weather. And there's a reason for it. So here you go. 66 our high temperature today, 63 in Leesburg, 60 degrees in Ocala, 59 in Palm Coast. That looks great. It's beautiful. It's going to be a chillier than average afternoon. It may be a little milder this morning, but that's a temporary reprieve. We are getting cold, especially through tonight. Hold on a second. I just heated up my coffee and it is hot as snot. All right, so that's where we're at for today, okay? Tonight, it's so funny because you have to understand the job you have to balance, right? So if it was any other scenario, this would be the big story. Tonight is going to be the coldest night we have seen yet this season. As a matter of fact, of course, give me a few seconds and I'll pull up the Climo. But it has been a long time. Let's do 20, 21, minimum temperature. I'm just pulling this up off camera because I want to get the statistics. All right, so March 12th, March 13th. Okay, all right, so this is going to be the first time we have gotten into the 40s in Orlando since March the 13th. So run the numbers. It's been a minute. This is already a big story. And this isn't even our biggest weather story, okay? 47 in Orlando tonight, 42 degrees in Leesburg, 41 in the Villages. It's 37 in Ocala, 50 degrees in New Smyrna Beach. So it's chilly. It's already going to be chilly. Interestingly enough, though, this is not even the chilliest of the chill, right? Take a look at Central Florida's most accurate 7-day forecast. All right? This is just the beginning. Okay, let's follow this through time. Today, 66, a nice cool one. Tomorrow, we're looking great. Back into the lower range of the 70s. Some thunderstorm action in there Tuesday. Staying mild. There's going to be a front, but it's not really going to do much. Winter begins Wednesday with a lack of pomp and circumstance. Thursday into Friday, we've got some stormy weather, but then the bottom drops out. We are already, and this may be a record for us, but we are already, no, stop. We're already declaring, though, Saturday to be a first warning impact day. That's why that icon is there, because it is going to be not only so cold, but we're getting into a dangerous situation here, okay? So let's chat a little bit about that. First off, let's look at the computer models just to gauge our data here, okay? And this is going to be the morning low temperature on Christmas Eve, according to the American model on the right. The GFS is the American model, and the European model on the left. Now, when this first started and we were sharing it, it was cute. But the models have not really nudged. This is going to be a real deal. This is going to be a real deal problem, okay? If you look at the European solution, these are air temperatures, by the way. I haven't even gotten to the wind chills yet, okay? If you look at the European solution on the left, all of us just about are waking up to temperatures in the 20s. So then let me look. Let's see here. Extremes, minimum, no. I'm just trying to look at the data. When the last time, so if that 28 verifies, almanac data, daily data listing. Okay, I'm just gonna go to minimum temperature. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back and see. It's processing. It's gonna take it a while to go get all this data, of course. What I'm trying to do is to see when the last time was that Orlando woke up to temperatures so cold. Seasonal time, table, minimum temperature, and we will do winter. Okay. The minimum temperature, the lowest minimum temperature, the last time that we were at 20, I'm just going to use 28, okay? 66, 2000, 2008. Okay, 28 degrees. 2000, 2001 we hit 25. 2010 we hit 24. 2010 we hit 24. So, all right. So if the European plays out, it will be the coldest temperatures that we have seen since 2010/2011. Okay? I mean, that's a real deal. Yeah. All right, so that's the morning temperature, okay? Now, a lot of people are asking about snow, so let's just clarify. None of the models are showing rain transitioning to snow because we are talking about temperatures being cold. We're not talking about moisture in play, okay? Very important to make sure. You have to have moisture for snow, and we're looking pretty darn dry, okay? So that's a look at the temperatures for Christmas Eve morning. Let's look at the wind chills. This is where it's just downright scary, okay? These are wind chill values for Christmas Eve morning. Now this is the GFS, and I'm just going to share this with the understanding that the European is even colder, okay? Feels like temperatures with a cold wind. It will feel, according to both models, like the teens and the 20s. Yeah. Michael says, I just heard a meteorologist in Florida say the word snow, even though I was saying it's not going to be snow. This is dangerous, all right? So we need to make sure that our pets are inside, the P's, pipes, plants, pets, right? Pipes, plants, pets. What's the other P? I thought there was 4 P's. Maybe it's just 3. Pipes, plants, and pets. Yeah, okay? Remember that. Dan says this must be a glitch in the Matrix. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. They do say deja vu is a glitch in the Matrix, right? Joanne says, just remember during the temps being cold, take in or cover your plants, but not with plastic. Must be cloth. And do not leave the pets outside. It's true. People. Why am I not smart? Yes. Pipes, plants, pets, and people. Make sure that our orbit Everybody is taken care of. Ah, yes, Charles. And my pool. Got to keep your pool running. Yeah. Yukon says, no one is thinking about the ocean and water effects when we get this cold. Won't snow, but mist will come off the water, and there will be some transition of that water to a cold state. Oh, you're right. I mean, ocean effect snow is a thing. I've covered it a few times. But with the driving wind the way that it is, yeah, it'll be no matter how you slice it, this is going to be an interesting one, okay? So that's that. Let's go back to the computer models and just look at the temperatures. All right, so that was Christmas Eve morning. Let's go to Christmas Eve afternoon. All right, that's the high temperature. That's at least where the models are teasing high temperatures being. 30s and 40s. Yeah, more than likely, when you see my forecast, I'm more than likely going to have to drag down my high temperature forecast for Christmas Eve. So that's that. My Christmas Eve forecast, based on earlier model data, brought us up to 53. I actually think I need to bring that down. It's more than likely 50, 49. I'm trying to hedge my bets a little bit. You know, I'm waiting for the models to come back in line. So we may need to adjust this. But at either rate, that 31 in the morning would be the coldest temperature Orlando has seen at all in 4 years. Okay, this is going to be, if this plays out the way it looks, this will be the coldest Christmas Eve morning that Central Florida has seen in 33 years. Okay? It's going to be cold. So my forecast temps will plummet. I mean, I've made these forecast temps based on an earlier model run, and the next run kind of came in even colder. And with each model run consistency, we have to tweak, right? So this is one of those situations where you're kind of going conservative on the data because you just don't want to. You don't want to go too far and then have the models bop you. So that's kind of where we're at. But understand that 31 may have to go down in the morning and that 53 in the afternoon may have to go down. Brian's asking, are we going to be challenging the record for coldest low morning temperatures for both December in general and Christmas morning? Have you had time to look, that you had time to look up the other day? I have to go back and look it up. So month. So the minimum temperature almanac data, monthly summarized data. Minimum temperature, minimum for 12. I'm just trying to get this like on the fly. So the lowest December temperature was 18 degrees back in 1894. We're not going to get there, thank God. So for what that's worth, okay? But yeah, now Christmas Day, almanac data. Let's just double check it. I just want to double check it. Record lowest is 21 back in 1983. Christmas Day, no. Let's go to the 24th. Christmas Eve is 22 degrees. Probably not, but it's possible. Alan's asking chance of power losses. I mean, it's possible, you know. So that's Christmas Eve. Let's go to the computer models. Let's look at Christmas Day. All right, so there's Christmas Day. Those are the lows on Christmas Day according to the models. And of course, you've got 20s and 30s on the European. You've got 30s and 40s on the GFS. All right, and then Christmas Day afternoon is 30s and 40s on the European, 50s on the GFS. So based on that, here's my forecast for Christmas Day. staying chilly, just not quite as chilly. 30s in the mornings, 50s in the afternoon. One thing that I think is very interesting about this is that temperatures in the 50s on Christmas Day are actually pretty rare. The last time it happened is 2020, so not that long ago. But with that 56 degrees in the afternoon, just keeping in mind temperatures in the 50s. So what I did is I looked and I'm like, all right, how often have we had high temperatures in the 50s at all or lower in the last 50 years? It's happened 5 times. So, you know, this is going to be a notable cold snap. Yeah. Joanne says, I finally get to use my gloves, scarf, heavy sweaters, and earmuffs. Yeah, I would say that we're in line for that. Yep. Janet, this doesn't work for me, Eric. My winter clothes are packed for New York. Listen, this doesn't work for me because it's just too dang cold. Victoria says, looks like I need to change my Christmas lunch reservations from patio seating to inside seating. Yeah. I mean, unless you have like a heater type deal. Jennifer says, I remember 83, we were cooking Christmas dinner in between the power going on and off. I pray that doesn't happen. Yeah, I would agree. Joanne's asking, which is more accurate with temps, the Euro or the GFS? I would say Euro is always running a little off, but you know, the GFS seemingly wants to come into agreement there. So, yeah. All right, so that's where we're at, people. And it's just, it's really remarkable to think about wind chills in the teens and 20s. But that's what the data is showing. That's what the data is showing. Right. That's what the data is showing. So that's where we're at, people. So Christmas Day is not on the 7-day forecast, but I can tell you Christmas Eve, I'm calling it an impact day. With wind chill values in the teens and the 20s, I've got my guide we came up with for what's an impact day, what's an alert day. That fits. All right. Pat, I don't have any winter clothes. Got rid of them when I left Long Island. At least it will be a relatively short-lived deal, but it's still going to be cold. All right, just a couple more minutes for coffee talk today. So let's make sure to get any questions answered. Anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? Pat, is it going to be that cold in South Florida on Christmas? I mean, it's not going to be quite that cold, but if we look at, like, let's look at Palm Beach. Palm Beach International, morning low of 43 Christmas Eve, morning low of 46 on Christmas Day. Fort Lauderdale, morning low of 48 Christmas Eve, morning low of 50 on Christmas Day. Miami, 47 Christmas Eve, 48 on Christmas Day. So not quite as chilly, but still quite chilly. Yeah. Weather's perfect today, Nicole says. Oh yeah, it absolutely is. Diane, I feel so sorry for all the palm trees and the plants. I have to figure out, I tried to cover my palms when we got cold last year, and I did a terrible job. So I need to figure out how to do that. Yeah. How long in hours will it be 31 or below, Cheryl? It's a little too early. You know, we're still talking a week out, so it's a little early to get that in depth. Right now, we're just trying to hone in on a temperature range. All right. Dylan, what's the wind chill for Ocala? Look, Saturday morning, your wind chill looks to be in the teens. I think wind chill advisories will need to be posted. Yeah, it's going to be that kind of a chill. Ryan says palm trees won't freeze. It turns brown. I want to protect it from that. Bridget's asking, is it really going to snow? No. I am not forecasting snow. I'm forecasting a chill, but I'm not forecasting snow. All right. Any other questions, comments, concerns? We've got, good morning, sir. 4 minutes until the Today Show cut in. Brian, how much of an error window do you use to calculate your temperature forecast? Plus or minus? I personally go with 3 degrees. I don't want to be 3 degrees plus or minus the actuals. That's my personal number. Yeah. All right. Love it for Christmas, Tiffany says. But listen, the 4 Ps, people, plants, pipes, and pets, right? I'll be running my pool heater. Not my pool heater. No, not my pool heater. Jesus, no. I'll walk out to an empty pool. I'll be running my pool pump. Whatever you got to do, though, people, make sure everybody is taken care of. This is dangerous cold for Central Florida. For our friends up north, I just had, literally, just while I'm on Coffee Talk here, I had a colleague, a meteorologist, up at one of our colder weather stations, just sent me a note talking about how it's a serious chill. He's sending good vibes our way. I mean, this is going to be a big one. All right, Yukon, am I working next weekend? I am not. But you know we're going to be here for Coffee Talk. Yeah, I just won't be wearing a suit and makeup. But we'll still be here, okay? Coffee Talk rolls on. 7 days a week, baby. Will I be here Christmas Day? Yeah. I'll be here Christmas Day with you. Coffee Talk doesn't end. All right? So put this in the back of your mind, people, okay? How do we protect pipes? Linda, it would be, if you have a pool, leave your pool pump on. And in your house, just maybe leave a faucet on a drip, just so that there's a little motion. That sort of thing. Super, super slow drip. Just so that, especially if you have exposed pipes. Newer homes, it's a little different. But yeah, I would say if you have exposed pipes, it's not a bad idea. Do you run the pool pump nonstop? I will. When it gets that cold, my pool pump, I think, automatically turns on, though. I don't know if that's a thing, but I'm going to turn it on anyway, just to be on the safe side, okay? All right, people, stay warm. We're going to have a lot of updates these next couple of days on this chill. It's a big deal, okay? Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you for hanging out for Coffee Talk. Enjoy today. It's going to be a nice and cool one for sure today. Highs in the 60s. Tonight, I know it was completely overshadowed, but tonight temperatures are getting to the chilliest they have been since March. It's going to be the coldest night of the year. Christmas just overdoing it. Oh well. All right. Be the sunshine, y'all. See y'all later. Bye.